Everyone, welcome to the Imagination Rising live stream listening party. Sorry, we're late.
With pigeons.
Amwick, do you want to be the MC?
No,
Oh,
I don't know much
okay.
I don't know too much about what's going on other than we're having a listening party in a bit. But yeah, I'll let you just kind of tell everyone who doesn't already know what Imagination Rising was all about and how we thought it went. So they don't need me much.
Imagination Rising was our first MixterPlus event. Um, was it of the year? Has it been going that long? I don't even know. Um, It's our most recent remix event, and our the idea was through art and music, our creativity becomes a voice of positivity and what we want to see in the world, when what we see in the world isn't really maybe what we want or are satisfied with. And art has always been a force of change. It's always been a form of hope and what's possible. And that's what imagination, one of the quotes that we have referenced often in this project is what Albert Einstein said, that imagination is more important than knowledge. And as creative people, I think we all know that what we imagine is actually what creates our future. So that was the inspiration and muse behind this event. And people showed up with some pretty amazing work. I think our first two people to contribute were Admiral Wob and Scobber. So happy to have you all here. And Apoxode, I think you guys were the founding group, maybe Emwick as well. And Jason has created some videos for everyone who submitted a remix to this event. And so we're going to listen to some of those. The videos are to support the music. That's one thing, like video killed the radio star, but one of the things I found when I listen to music with a video, sometimes you don't necessarily listen to the nuances of the musicality. And so I encourage everyone, even though we're going to be screen sharing and looking at a video, to really pay attention to the sound, because the music is really the importance in our community. That's where the intricacy and the real creativity is so far, but maybe video will become more creative as we continue. And but right now it's a supporting role to the lead role, which is the music itself. So also, just before we start listening, wanted to let everyone know that the Imagination Shining, which is part two of this event, Secret Mixer, is in progress. I think almost everyone here signed up. I think Richard, he usually waits in the wings to make sure no mixer is left behind. How's your mix coming along, Gary?
Finding my mute. I'm pretty much done. Yeah, no, I was actually I've never remixed this person before, and it's really strange. I don't think there's many people that I haven't, and it's quite strange. But been around for a long time, this person, but yeah, it's good fun.
Wow, you're already almost done. That's impressive. Thanks so much for joining us. What time is it there? 4 in the morning or something?
Nearly quarter to four, 3:45. That's all
You're
right.
you get the we're gonna have to come up with a special Scomber award for joining at the most challenging times to join our live
So
stream.
so I missed the last one. I slept through my alarm last time, so I thought I'd better wake up this time. So
Well,
that's
we're
all
really
good.
happy to have you
Good to see
here.
you guys.
So I think with that, we should start with, let's see if I can find it, Skin Deep. Start our listening party with Skin Deep by Scomber. And I'm gonna make sure I share in stereo. Do you have anything you want to say about this track?
Oh, it's a really funny one. It's one of those ones that happens really quickly, or the lyrics anyway. It was based on I can't remember. That was a while ago. It was whose backing was it? It was you'd see that, wouldn't you? It was a while ago. My memory's failing me. Um, but it was the lyrics happened really quickly. My wife was in Europe for 6 months last year, and it's sort of about that. So that might sort of give you a bit of context into the lyrics.
It's a remix of Airtone's Night
Yeah,
Bus.
of course. Of course it was. Yeah, you listen to it and it can't be anyone else.
Right. Your two sounds together really capture that iconic sound of each of you.
Thank you.
So let's do you see, does everyone see the video? Yep, cool. So here's the lyrics, and I'll throw this in chat once we start listening. But Jason made this video for you, and here it is.
Winter, spring, and summer, fall. I'll be catching sugar kisses when you call. I'll be counting my imaginary sheep. Can I touch your lips when flying in my sleep? Skin deep. I'm skin deep. They say that beauty can't present like paper thin, and there's a part beyond them looks that drag you in. But as I hold my breath to keep your taste within, remember beauty that runs deeper than your skin. I'm skin deep. Skin deep. Skin deep. Skin deep. And when summer fades and nights are getting long, I got a tune deep in my heart to sing along. And with a spring right through my step that can't be wrong. 'Cause I know that I've been waiting here too long. I'm skin deep. Skin deep. Drank too much whiskey down the road all on my own. I tried to make it small before it turned to stone. But I've been missing too much tenderness, I know. Should I be counting days till you'll be coming home? Skin deep. I'm skin deep. Just skin deep. I'm skin deep. I'm skin deep. Skin deep. I'm skin deep. Skin deep. 'Cause winter, spring, and summer turns to fall. And I've been catching sugar kisses when you call. I've been counting my imaginary sheep till I hold your hand when flying in my sleep.
You know it's good when it makes me cry. It's incredible. Scomber.
That's
It
beautiful.
wasn't really 3.5 minutes long. Sorry, it was about probably a bit longer than that. And the whistle solo had to get in there. I'm sorry about that too.
Such a good whistle solo. No, you should be proud of that.
More of it. You don't hear whistle solos anymore.
Right?
I mean, the lyrics are just so they just cut right to the heart. And that guitar, is that Airtone or is that you? That's you?
It's actually MIDI. I didn't pick up the guitar. It's MIDI, so I played it on the keyboard. It's basically an arpeggio.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. That was like just that sort of classic U2 guitar sound. It sounded so
Just
real.
with that effect, you know what I mean? It just sort of like it bleeds in, and you think, oh, that's a guitar. You know, like you don't hear that MIDI sort of that funny little sort of twang of a MIDI guitar. But yeah, I do it occasionally. Sometimes I just can't be bothered plugging the guitar in.
I'd be curious, that would be, we're talking about doing a future series of artists and their tools. And I would love to see that because I've never been able to, using MIDI, get a guitar tone like that. I mean, that guitar tone was just, oof, that was great. Plus you picked the right notes.
It's really easy following a backing like that because it's, you know, his backings are really simple. Air tones, you know, like they're very deceptively simple. So you can always just pick, he's got this generally a drone or something or a bass note in the background. So I've never had any problem either singing along or playing along with any of those because you can instantly say, oh, that's, you know, that's G minor or, you know, or what have you, you know, like that. It's a pleasure to remix his stuff.
I agree. I've maybe remixed him more than anyone on the site because whenever I listen, it's like what you just described. All of a sudden, I find myself singing some sort of melody or wanting to sit at the piano and play along, which I think this track is a great example of what Emwick's cooking up for us for the future. I'll just drop that. I'll just drop the two words remix relay. That's all I'm gonna say. And you'll just have to keep paying attention for the future. But that, you know, just how we collaborate and build upon each other's works is really, I think, our secret sauce. So fabulous track, Skin Deep, Scomber on the vocals and the MIDI guitar and Airtone on the track. Beautiful. Next up, since we got Admiral Bob in the house, let's give a listen to his remix. Let me find it. Something with a molecule, moving molecules. And Jason created a video, and yeah, it's super cool. So let's see who's in this track. We have Admiral Bob, Key of F. Is it just, did he remix anybody or is this just a sample?
I think it was the lyric. It was that collaborative lyric we did to kick off the event. So I think if it used that lyric, it might not be credited the way it is when it's using a sample or something. But yeah, it's from that big sort of brainstormed lyric that we kicked it off with.
That's right.
Which means pretty much everyone's in there somewhere, including
so
my sister.
everyone here, we were all part of that brainstorming lyric creation and a few other folks. Cool, I forgot about that. Yeah, so Admiral Bob took our collective lyric brainstorm and made it into a mix. So let's give it a whirl. Moving molecules.
Cool. I have to apologize though. I got the titles mixed up. I put it in the chat. It's Zen Boys, Molecular Movement. Very similar title. Had the collaborative lyric in it. It was like a
That's
computer
I
text to speech
apologize,
thing.
Gary.
That's the one I was
There was
thinking
no
in my
MIDI
head.
in that one.
So that's a
There's no
little
MIDI in
instrumental.
that one. Amazing
You
guitar.
wouldn't expect MIDI, Admiral Bob. For you got the Les Paul strapped to your back all the time, haven't you?
That was awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, that would be a really great mix for us to do a collaborative songwriting lyric party with. Just, to make a whole new set of lyrics with that. It's very beautiful. I mean, obviously the guitar is the singer. It really, your tone, man. How do you get that? That would be a really great session. Guitar tones with Admiral Bob. Is that
Yeah, there's some easy tricks to that, and then there's some tough ones. And how hard I work is based on how lazy I'm feeling.
It didn't sound very lazy on that one. Thank you so much for sharing that. Beautiful track. So who do we want to hear next?
Poxode said he has to go. Should we
Oh,
see
it looks like-
Poxodes maybe? We
I
can
think
catch.
he already left.
Yeah,
Already
he
gone?
left. Yep. Bounced.
How about we hear
We could do the Zen Boy one.
you want to do the Zen Boy one? Okay, yeah, let's do Zen Boy, and then maybe we
Yeah.
can hear your you did a remix of Apoxode, right, Emwick?
I did the video for Poxode.
Oh,
He did a remix of me, and I did a video of him.
okay, that's cool. Well, let's do that one after this. Okay, so Zen Boy, he remixed Admiral Bob, the track we just heard, right? And let's see, so the synth line is Apoxode, reverse guitar, Admiral Bob, drum loop, Apoxode, and the lyrics are from the group. So super cool. Right. Of course, I can't find my. There we go. And video by Spinning Merkava. Here we go.
Love be the source. Drive the universe, grounded in love. Because we're all diverse. Wings without thought, movement without force. Let's be the source. Let's be the source. Rise above. Close my eyes and hear music. The minds are sweetheart. Above clouds, like the moon, toward the world, always a strange guitar vibrating, never touching, faltering, harmonics, frequencies, sensing sound, pulsing, synchronizing the universe, like the beating of our hearts. Time's bells resound in the wind, connecting to the frequency, writing about all we can see. Cycles, cycles, imagination, circles, epics, ends, infinity, creation. The beginning is the end.
I think that's the end.
I think so too.
Very cool. I love that.
It had an "Are you experienced" vibe to it.
A little bit.
Yes.
Shaw has to go. Everyone say bye to Shaw.
Bye, Shaw. We love you. We miss you.
Bye.
You improve.
Take
Good
care.
to see you.
I gave her some pictures in the chat, so she should be okay.
Aunt, do you have your pigeon? Yay!
Alright.
Remind me your pigeon's name again.
Bob.
Bob. Like Admiral Bob. Maybe they're related.
Maybe. No.
My daughter's got cockatiels, so I'm grandparent to a bird, I guess.
See, the connections are just, they're infinite.
Indeed.
Awesome. I think Emily just got a screenshot of that.
The timing was a little bad, so it's kind of a crappy picture, but what can you do?
I like it. I dig it. So, Emwick, where, let's see, do I have your video? Quick Nights, right?
Quick Nights with Emwick, yeah.
All right. So, Quick Nights with Emwick and a
This one's nice and short. That last one was pretty long, but this is a super short one, so.
Sweet. And then we're going to listen to Kara after that.
I love Kara.
Yay! Here we go. Quick Nights with Emwick and Apoxo.
Yay. Now that one would make a good relay because it's got
Yeah.
it's done one little transformation, but I could still see someone like adding another layer or shaping it again, for a second go around. That's got like nice little just bed, nice little beat bed to lay down in, and
For sure.
Nice.
Up
Very
there.
It belongs in like a night, those kind of bougie nightclub places.
Mhm.
The video was cool too.
That was filthy. I loved it.
I think, and I would love to hear you remix that remix.
Hmm.
Add some like of your lush string pad in there, and you could
Some
take that.
swells.
Yeah, that would be
Maybe.
sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
the gauntlet has been laid down. So, all right, let's hear from our amazing Kara Square. Let's see, where is this it? Oh, this is Spinning Merkaba. We need to hear from him too. We have too many. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Okay, so Kara, and then we'll hear Spinning Merkaba. Here we go.
Can have it all, everything that we dream. You and me and everybody, everybody. We can have it all, not just when we die. No, no, we can have it all right now. We can have it all, not by taking, but by sharing, not by breaking, but by caring. Then we can have it all. We can have it all. Food, clean water, and health care. Shelter, clothing, safety everywhere. For everybody, everybody. We can have it all basic needs for you and me. Shared with all, completely free. For everybody, everybody. We can have it all. There's always been enough. All it takes is the fortitude to care enough to distribute. We can have it all, everything that we can dream. Yes, you and me and everybody, 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 everybody. You and me can have it all.
Boy, there's a lot of wisdom in that track.
Hey, thank you. That means a lot coming from you. Thank you. I mean, it's true.
I
And
love that track too.
thank you.
Tara, you've got a knack of doing these sort of public health anthems. I remember in COVID you did one too.
Hey, you're right. I didn't even think of that. Yeah. I guess so. Man, just everything going on, without getting into the details, it's horrific. And I'm doing everything I can to write what could be. And because, man, humanity could go so much farther. We could be so amazing. I mean, you all are so amazing, and there's so many of us's out there. So much more amazingness than what's happening. So
Yeah,
there
it feels like we're coming off like a multi-year period of just everyone steadily lowering their expectations over and over again, so that now everyone, I don't know, just it's a nice track. It's a nice antidote to that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much.
As I was listening to it, I thought of the metaphor of Eden, this idea of abundance and peace and prosperity for any, like, I love how the track for everybody, and to me that isn't just the human bodies, but every body of sentient life, and that is possible. And this is that kind of what we started this conversation with, the power of imagination, because one of the things that we have learned through physics is what you give attention to is what grows. And it's so easy in this world to give the attention to the train wreck. And so to hear a song like this is, I mean, I felt it listening to it. That's what I want to feel. That's where I want to put my imagination. That's where I want to put my hope. And I have to believe it's possible. And the more we connect, the more that hope synergizes and connects and amplifies. And I think that's the power of our community, and what we're trying to do in this world today is how do we keep making that be the message we put into the collective consciousness. And so that track is just, it's the anthem for that during this time. And Piero's production's just killer.
Thank you for saying that. I mean, really, sure, I wrote the song and I played ukulele, but it never ceases to amaze me how someone on the other side of the planet can know exactly what I'm going for. And, of course, I've worked with Piero so much, but I mean, it blows my mind. I mean, that's what we do, with MixterPlus, with CZ Mixter. I keep picturing, I have an oak tree in my backyard. It's about 130 years old. And apologies if I've already shared this, but when I realized that the roots underneath are as large, extend farther even than the canopy above. And I look up at the canopy, it's like it's the tallest tree or damn near in the neighborhood. And I picture the roots just cradling me and cradling us, and all of the connections that tree is making all of the time with all of the different roots. And who knows how far the roots connect and connect and connect and connect, and that's us. And that's I don't know, that's the beauty. I mean, we're so connected, we're one, and our species can be so much more. So anyway, thank you.
I remember when I had that aha moment. Um, I don't it was a long time ago, and it's still fresh. Whenever I walk through a tree or whenever I walk through a forest, I feel like I'm inside the tree, not underneath it. And yeah, it's such a brilliant, beautiful awareness to have, that of the interconnectedness of life and how beautiful trees represent that. We're still learning. I mean, yeah, there's just so much there. So as above, so below, really, right?
Totally. Yeah, I've been reading all these books about the intelligence of trees lately, and just this morning was have a conversation with a friend of mine, Tiffany. I think you know her, Jason. That what we've seen more and more experimentation with lately, where people are asking like a tree, like reach your hand down to mine, like, and they're like filming it, like that they're actually doing it. So I have a pecan tree in my backyard that reminds me of your oak tree. We've talked about this. So I'm gonna go give it a try. I'll let you know how it works out. Maybe I'll play your song while I'm doing it.
It's beautiful.
So we're gonna give a listen to Spinning Merkaba, Be Free, which includes Kara, Square, and Scomber. Do you want to give us any intro on this, Jason?
It's really just a sketch, but I just love Scomber's piano part, and I love Kara's Udo part. So I, just kind of tried to mesh those things together with the sort of the theme of the event. And I did an earlier remix, and then because of the videos and because of this and because I had the extra time, I went back through and remixed it, added some more overdubs, and so this is the newest version of that effort.
Cool. Well, let's give it a listen. Be Free by Spinning Merkaba featuring Scomber and Kara Square.
Uno, dos, tres.
Just imagine with me. Imagine that you're rising. Be free. Just imagine with me. Imagine that you're rising. Be free. Just imagine with me. Imagine that you're rising. Be free. Just imagine with me. Imagine that you're rising. Be free. Be free.
Just imagine with me. Imagine that you're rising. Be free. Just imagine with me. Imagine that you're rising. Be free. Just imagine with me. Imagine that you're rising. Be free. Be free. Be free.
Wow.
Love it.
Just imagine that you're rising. Be free. That piano sample is pretty damn good, Scomber.
That was just done after our last one when we were talking about the key of F, the Lionel Richie key. So actually Lionel could have sung that too, I think.
Jason, is that you on the bass?
Yeah. What I like about this track, I mean, this track just for it's so hard to listen to my own stuff, I gotta say, just in general. But I hear like what I like about it is it's kind of like upside down. Like I hear the track, I hear in what's inherently in the beginning at the end when it's just the piano. So I can hear the where it came from that part, but it's like sort of backwards, right? It's like you could really literally turn the remix around and start with the piano and build it to the other part. So it's kind of like that's why I think it's more of a sketch than it is an actual track because there's so much room. You could probably make 3 or 4 songs out of that one song.
Yeah, it's I can hear the potential of so many different iterations of it. So maybe that will happen. Maybe someone will remix the remix. Well, yeah, it's inspiring and uplifting. And I like the jet sample that you put in there. It was cool.
I'm underneath the flight path where I'm staying right now, so I hear that pretty consistently. I was out sitting in the garden under the moonlight, and I was like, I should just record this because I'm literally watching, like it just screams overhead, and so I didn't get a really great field recording, but I got one enough to be able to use. I put a stereo expander and phaser on it to make it kind of move a little bit more in the mix.
Yeah, it was cool. I've been on 6 flights, long flights over the last 3.5 weeks, so it was a very familiar sound. So we only have time for one more. So we have Martin C, we have Speck, we have Stefan Kartenberg.
We have Snowflake.
Oh, yeah. And I remixed Admiral Bob, so since he's here,
Yes, good call.
we'll give it a whirl. So, Admiral Bob's sample pack, his stems in this are they wrote the song, and then John Jones came in and helped me mix it. I've been having him come in and help me with a lot of my tracks lately because mixing is not my forte. I'm a songwriter, not a producer, and I like editing, but I'm horrible at getting the balance. So he has really been helping me a lot. So he'll probably end up watching this later. So thanks, JJ, and a special thanks to Richard for just being the muse for this track, and would love to eventually hear some amplifies strings on this one. Just no pressure. So yeah, that's Jason. Where is it? Rising, featuring Admiral Bob and JJ Fraz and Apoxode. Apoxode's on the loop. Yeah, cool.
Darkness
to change this because I don't know that it's Admiral Bob on the that outro guitar, man, makes the track.
I mean, I really like that, and not because of what I did on it, but I just there's a mystical quality to the way that you put it together and sang it that kind of transcends the music, really.
Well, thank you. I'm receiving that. And it was really that pedal part that you played in your sample. Well, it's not a sample. I mean, you played it in your stem. It was towards the end, as I recall, and because I was like listening to each of the parts individually, and that just caught my ear, and so it became the foundation. I mean, it's throughout the entire track, and like it's the glue, and it, to me, that was what created that ethereal tone. It was almost like this angelic realm of singing in that guitar. And yeah, when I first played it for Susan when I was working on it at her place, and she's like, who played that? That was the first thing she noticed. I'm like, wow, that's Richard. Yeah.
I can work with that.
Yay. I also envisioned, I just didn't have time, but in my mind, I wanted to hear more voices. Like I was gonna send you all something in the workshop and like have you each go, sing with me, raise your voice up with song, art, music, creation. Like I wanted to hear your voices on that too. So if you felt so inclined, I do want to release this track eventually out to some platforms. So, but I'd love to have a version with Ant on strings and each of you, if you felt so inclined to just so, because I picture the chorus getting bigger and bigger, like, raise your voice up with song, because it's just that power of creating together. So if you feel this is your challenge, should you choose to accept it.
Well, that's a beautiful invitation, and that's a beautiful song, and it's very empowering and uplifting, and just full of so much love. And yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Kara. I do feel like we are rising, and I know that the forces around us want us to believe that we're not, because the greatest tools of abusive power have always been dividing people and making them feel hopeless. And so when we rise together in positive creativity, imagination, and unification, that is to me like the antithesis of what they're trying to do. So just don't stop. We just can't stop. Well, thank you everybody for being here for this live stream. Super inspiring, and music is amazing. And what?
Hey, we finished in a reasonable amount of time there.
Shocking.
Like just the standard hour-ish right there. That's pretty good.
The delay
even having 10-minute technical difficulties.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm counting from the end of those. So yeah, very nice to see everybody. Keep making music. Any announcements? Anything coming up that people need to know about? MixterPlus is gonna launch some new stuff. Yeah, Secret Mixter is going on now.
Yep. So Secret Mixter upload day on June 14th, 15th, depending on where you are in the world. And then after that, there's some new things kicking around. We're always experimenting, trying to find ever new ways that we can create and collaborate.
Yep.
It's all about that collaboration. That's what we have that no one else has. It seems like, or maybe other people just don't seem to emphasize as much, that I feel like is our unique contribution to the artistic community, is that collaboration is fundamental. You got anything for us, Spitting Merkaba? Thanks so much for doing the videos.
Yeah, big
Yeah, that was
fan
a
for
lot of
him.
fun. Yeah, I mean, they're just really kind of like what do you call it? Like time. I'm having lots of words for it. You know what I mean, though. I think they would look great as a playlist, just if you like threw it up on YouTube and just listen to the songs, and then there's just something sort of kind of rolling in the background, like
Yeah,
like those fireplace
sure.
YouTube videos or whatever, right?
Well, Kara has gone ahead and made the playlist at MixterPlus YouTube channel, so you can queue all of them up.
Yeah.
We got to a good number of them, but there were a few that we didn't get to. So, yeah, definitely
It was
go
just,
to MixterPlus YouTube channel and play that playlist.
yeah, it was just a great way to listen to the tracks too, because as I was putting those together, I got a deeper listen into all of the music, which is oftentimes a hard thing to do because there's so much music coming onto the site all the time that it's really hard to like. You really got to sit down. So having that extra level of focus was great because I got to know the tracks a lot better.
Yeah.
Some really good stuff that came out of this event. So I'm looking forward to the next one.
That's why I think these listening parties are great because there is so much music, and when we listen together, it just takes that. It's like collaborative listening. We make everything collaboratively, so why not listen collaboratively too?
Can I just say,
Yeah, and
can I just say all the videos for the music were synced so well. They all worked so well together.
awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks, Matt.
thanks. Yeah, they kind of. I tried to find, even though I didn't spend a lot of time trying to edit story visually to the songs. I did try to find some, just stock
It
beats that
captures
were,
it captures the mood, I
yeah,
think,
captured the mood.
really
Yeah,
well.
just
Yeah,
tried to
which is
capture the
the
mood.
essence, I think. So that's the main bit.
The
Yeah,
other thing with that is that I've been spending a little bit more time doing a deep dive into sync licensing. Just in general, it's every once in a while I'll go on these little rabbit holes of copyright or sync licensing or publishing or whatever, just to kind of brush up on my understanding of it. And right now, what I'm kind of working on is there's a trust issue involved that is pretty heavy that I didn't really ever kind of quite think about. Looking at licensing contracts, all of the nuts and bolts of music and placement, and all of the things that we don't really like to think about a lot because we want to just create. But the importance of trust in building relationships and getting a track placed in a movie or placed in a commercial or somehow picked up for royalties or things like that is pretty heavy because people don't want to have like lawsuits or come back later on down the line after they find a track that they really like. They don't want to deal with the issues of possibly getting sued by someone that comes in later because they were on the track and they weren't properly paid for it or blah, 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 blah. And I think that's where Mixter Plus kind of comes in a really heavy way with the group copyright because it provides a wrapper around the content that creates that level of security for someone to be able to say, oh, I really like this track. Oh, it's being represented by a company that has already taken care of all of the copyrights, taken care of all of the artists. It's all wrapped up. I can just deal with this one entity, get the music and move on. And I think that's I don't know, for me right now, I think that's kind of it's I'm like, wow, it is really important, and it is kind of something that we could leverage. So as we move into a better understanding of what Mixter Plus is actually capable of doing and why we did it, that's just for me where I'm at right now. I'm like, yeah, like wow, that's cool. So just wanted to say that.
appreciate that, Jason. And yeah, as the music world keeps changing, we keep adapting too, and it is difficult for us to focus on that side because we all just want to make music, and I think that's what we're trying to do as your admin team is create opportunities in the background that we're still, working on all the time, more than you know, but so everyone else can focus on making music. And yeah, we're on a journey. Things don't happen quickly, but they are happening.
What's interesting about it too, just on another one more thing to add to that, this deep dive that I'm in with licensing and music supervisors and all that, is that they do the same thing, right? They're networking. That's why I'm saying trust is such a big part of it. Like we're here, we collaborate because we respect each other, because we want to make great music together, and because we've built relationships with each other. And the same thing is happening on the business side of it. They all got into that business because they love music too. They listen, they want to find that right song. There's so many instances of them, of people saying, what I really live for is when I find that perfect track that makes the content move, makes it emotional, moves people, makes people feel something, the emotional content, right? And so even though they're on this other side of the music industry where they're dealing with contracts and purchasing and negotiations and all that stuff, at the core, they're still just music lovers, trying to find that right kind of creative moment. And music is such a huge part of that. So there's a lot there. And I think, it really, when it comes down to it, it's about collaborating on all different levels. And the fact that we have a vehicle that provides an avenue to build those relationships, like what you were doing in London with Frequency, and like all of the stuff that we're all doing to try to build those mechanisms so that we can have relationships. It's really important. And I think, sometimes I forget about that when I get behind my guitar and I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to play my guitar. So it's a balancing act. And yeah, it's really just a fun exploration of being able to keep moving through this space with y'all.
It is. Thank you, Jason. And yeah, we never know where our music's going to end up. We don't always know that, because we share, back to Kara's lyric about that it's sharing and caring, and that's what we do, and that's part of creating the world we want, and we create it in our music. And I just had this crazy experience of being in Holland, where I met some of the DJs that remixed some of my vocals on CC Mixter. I met them for the first time, and they thanked me. Each one of them personally acknowledged CC Mixter and thanking me for putting my vocals on this platform because of that trust issue you're talking about, Jason. They felt like, oh, I can use this vocal and I don't have to worry. And that I felt proud of CC Mixter when, that they each personally recognized us as a community and the way we do things, the way we share, the way we care, and the messages of that music go out, to see, I saw, I don't know, 30,000 people singing along with me to these lyrics of this song that I put on CC Mixter 10 years ago. And to see them all singing it back, many of them with tears running down their faces, was profound. To see, when we plant a seed of music, sometimes it takes a long time before you know what it's going to grow into. And so to have the patience that we are having with MixterPlus, with CC Mixter, with each other, because we don't know what kind of oak tree is going to grow in our backyard. So thank you so much for being here, for showing up, especially you, Scomber. Hopefully you didn't get a nap. And we'll see you all on upload day. And I'm sure Richard will have some sort of last minute, masterpiece he'll create that day. But maybe no one will stand anyone up. But
is it Friday in Australia already?
It is, yeah. What time? 4:48 a.m. Friday.
So how's everything going in the future?
It's pretty much a bit like yesterday.
So there's no flying cars
we're
one
not
day
too
in the
far
future.
behind you.
What did you say, Richard?
I was asking about the flying cars. Tomorrow doesn't have them either, huh?
I guess not yet.
Hey, can you tell me the news for tomorrow so I know already?
We might not have the flying cars, but we have the driverless cars, which is pretty bizarre. Oof. Anyway, technology, it always wins. Embrace it. All right, so I'll see you all on upload day. Thank you so much for being here. Keep making music, and